It's one thing as a police officer to face it out on the streets. It's probably, I can imagine, a little more scary when it's your own family that's at risk.
Now at 5, a deadly shooting involving an off-duty police officer is now under investigation. This happened yesterday when police say a teenager was home alone and he heard someone breaking into his house. That's when his father, a City of Miami police officer, responded to the scene. CBS 4's Peter Dench joins us live from West Miami-Dade to pick up the story. Peter?
Elliot, the president of the Miami Police Union, says the officer and his son are going to be okay. And he said while the burglar did not have a gun with him, he was wielding a screwdriver, putting the child at risk. One neighbor told me he heard more than a dozen shots.
I hear like 13 or 14 shooting.
Those living in this West Miami-Dade neighborhood may never forget what they heard.
I just heard 2 explosions. 2 big explosions.
Miami-Dade police say it was just before 4 Monday afternoon when an intruder was trying to break into this home. A man identified by Miami-Dade police is 29-year-old Anthony Arias of Doral, a convicted burglar.
I'm the cousin of the person that had this incident. Somebody was trying to break into her house.
Christina Carminati says her cousin was worried. Her 13-year-old son was home alone.
She called her ex-husband, that's a police officer, and there was some type of altercation. And there was a shooting, and supposedly the person has passed away.
It was a robbery.
It was a robbery. It was an attempted robbery.
Miami-Dade police say the Miami police officer got into a confrontation with Arias and shots were fired. Police Union President Tommy Reyes tells me he believes the officer's actions were justified.
The castle law protects you in your home and on your property. And in this case, I don't believe he was armed with a gun. He was armed with a screwdriver. A screwdriver, minimal can take out an eye, but you can definitely stab somebody and cause some serious damage with a screwdriver.
Police say Arias was transported to Kendall Regional Medical Center but did not survive the encounter inside this home.
It's one thing as a police officer to face it out on the streets. It's probably, I can imagine, a little more scary when it's your own family that's at risk.
And the incident was unlike anything neighbors have seen before.
It's very sad because this neighborhood is very quiet.
This place in here is very peaceful. Never I have any problem. I live in there 30 years.
Miami police say the officer, who is a veteran, was off duty. They say they cannot comment about this case because both Miami-Dade police and the Florida Department of Law Enforcement are investigating. FDLE is looking into the shooting, which is standard procedure in such cases. We are live in West Miami-Dade. Peter Dench, CBS 4 News.